Welcome back to another Thursday Night Football preview. We have the Falcons and we have the Bucs in a battle that actually matters way more than we might have thought going into this matchup. Going into the year, we probably would have thought, hey, this is for the division. This is one of the bigger games that's going to matter for the division. And it does, but that's only for the Buccaneers and my Carolina Panthers. Big ball game to watch. The total of this game is 44.5. The spread is 4.5. I'm here with Casey Luke per usual. If you watch any other Thursday Night Football, you know all of his stuff is down below. So make sure to go check him out on TikTok, Twitter, and whatever else. First off, how are you feeling about this matchup? Are you excited for this matchup? Is there anything we're looking for? What are you feeling?
I feel good. I'm kind of like flashing back to last year, and both of these games were a movie last year. Like Kirk Cousins throwing for like 500 yards, and that was a really good game. And then
509, dude.
Yeah, like all you can ask for is meaningful games at this point of the year on Thursday night, and we got one, so I feel good about it.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited to have anything on the line. And what this matters, if I'm correct, Buccaneers need to win this game. They need the Panthers to lose to the Saints. Vice versa for the Panthers. The Panthers need the Bucs to lose this game and the Falcons to win. And they need the Panthers need to win themselves versus the Saints this week. That will make both of their matchups versus the Bucs. They can drop a game versus the Bucs if that's the case. Now, if the Bucs win this matchup and the Panthers lose, then the Bucs can lose a matchup and it doesn't matter either. But if both of them win, then it will come down to both of the Bucs games for the Panthers and the Bucs in the last 3 weeks of the season. They play twice. So it will be very interesting. Will be very interesting how this NFC South plays out. I feel like it's the one that doesn't get talked about a lot. The one division doesn't get talked about a lot. Notably, we're pretty ass. But it is interesting nonetheless. So starting today, let's roll with two of my favorite plays. Let's just keep it simple. I did this on Monday night. It worked. Let's do it again tonight. Let's keep it simple with two anytime touchdown parlays. With two any touchdown plays and then parlay it. Taking Bijan minus 155 to score and Bucky plus 120 to score. The two favorites. We're taking them plus 210. We're not going to overthink this ball game. If these teams need to win, they both need to establish on the ground. Both of these teams are bottom 10 defenses against touchdowns right now. That's not an exaggeration. That is fact. Both are bottom 10. The Falcons are way worse in almost every other category. But nonetheless, scoring touchdowns, they give up a lot of points, both these squads. Hence why the over-under is 44.5 despite Kirk Cousins playing football. So I'm going to go with both those touchdown scores. I'm going to parlay. It's going to be plus 210. I'm going to take those odds every single time. Plus, Bijan has scored a touchdown in 5 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses. So should be on pace to score again here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as well. I mean, you can never really go wrong with the two highest favorites parlayed together in a game that has a decent total, so I don't mind that. My first play, I have Bijan Robinson over 35.5 receiving yards, so who knows, maybe he can catch a screen, take it to the house, cash us both out right there.
Yeah.
But the Bucs are allowing the most receiving yards to opposing running backs, and this has been a wagon all year for me. I've taken it a lot as a system, and Bijan overall has just been used a ton in the receiving game this year. That should only be amplified with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, as I say with Kirk, he's favored at minus 140 to have 5 receptions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nuts. He's averaging 4.3 a game right now. Like, he's catching more passes. Like, him and CMC are in a tier of their own when it comes to receiving backs. Maybe Achane as well. Those three, at least, are in a tier of their own when it comes to receiving this year. So I love anything pretty much Bijan in that light. The one question I do have is, do we feel good? We saw Baker play last week. He looked to be fine. Do we still trust this offense? Like, he can't connect with a Mecca. Now, there is news Mike Evans might be back for this one. So we got to keep that in the mirror. There's no guarantees, but it looks to be he's practicing on a limited pace. He could end up playing in this one. But do we feel good about this offense? I feel like it's been the most shaky thing I've ever seen. He can't connect with a Mecca for anything.
Yeah.
Or they just drop it. What happened to our Pookie? What happened to our Emeka Buka in weeks 1 through 5, who was balling out, and we praised him every single time? Where is he?
First of all, like Baker's been notorious for playing through injuries, and I think his left shoulder injury is a bigger problem than people are leading on. Like he left the Sunday Night Football game against the Rams a few weeks ago and like was in a sling, which like means he could barely
That's
move
not
it.
good,
Yeah, he's just playing through it, which I mean, like I said, he's been notorious to do. I also think we kind of called this shit like really early in the year, but Emeka playing through that hamstring injury was like the stupidest thing ever. Like, why did he do that?
Agree.
Like he's actually been bad ever since then. And we had literally said like his unders are sharp for the following, like whatever, 2 or 3 weeks because he's playing through a severe hamstring injury. So that's dumb. But I don't know. I think like maybe by the time the playoffs roll around, they can get it figured out a little bit with like the trilogy of Godwin, Evans, and Igbuka.
Yeah, so Mike coming back should definitely help at least a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I think the main concern with Igbuka has been his hands, though. This motherfucker just can't catch when it's thrown right to him. It's actually insane. They're also just disconnecting. I think that's definitely part to the hamstring injury. Obviously, when you have a hamstring injury, it's harder to explode out of routes, out of breaks, any of that sort of stuff. So it is harder to get moving, but it is definitely a concern. And his production is probably going to go down if Mike returns. Hence why we don't have receiving yard lines for the Bucs yet on BetMGM. But if you want to take any of the picks that we're taking, take them on BetMGM. Use code BETS when you sign up, BETS, up to $1,500 back when you place your first bet. So make sure to do that. You'll get some money to play with. And obviously, these parlays and picks were taken. Now, also, we have Picket Wrap that just came out. Picket is something that we use all the time here. You can use code BDGE to sign up. It's an absolutely free tool. It's in the link in the description down below. But Picket is an awesome, fun app to look at because it tracks all your bets. You don't have to do the manual tracking, no spreadsheets, no nothing. It tracks all your bets for you, and it tracks my picks. And it tracks Luke's picks. And it tracks Nick's picks, Jamo's picks, all that sort of stuff. And they just came out with Picket Wrapped. Everyone knows what Spotify Wrapped is, but we also now have Picket Wrapped. And Picket Wrapped showed me my bets. So, Luke, we're going to play a little game because this is the first episode to come out with my Picket Wrapped. I want you to guess who you think my most bet it is. I'll tell you the sport beforehand. I posted on Twitter. I hope you didn't see it.
I think
but
I did.
who do you
but I'll act like I did.
Okay, then I'll switch. No, I'll switch it up. Who do you think won me the most money? Because I was gonna say my biggest loser, but I'll save that for when I'm with JMO because he definitely doesn't go on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, who do you think won me the most money this year, according to Picket, which tracked my 2025. Again, this is from January 1st until now. Who
is
do you think
this
won me the most money? I'll give you the sport.
Okay.
It's NBA. So it's an NBA player.
NBA, and is it a prop or like a team? It's a player.
So it's going to be a player. They gave me 11 wins. Actually, I have 2, so you could technically get 2 right here. I have 2 money makers who have won me 11 times and have cashed me out.
Okay.
Who do you think those 2 players are?
2 players. I'll go. I don't even know if you bet on these guys, but Dylan Brooks has made me a ton of money in the NBA.
Dylan Brooks. Interesting. Not correct.
Okay.
But I'll give you another hint. We're in the East. We're in the East.
The East. Okay. I'm trying to think. Maybe.
They're both superstars. They're both big stars.
Oh,
big
stars.
Names.
Okay. In the East. I'll go with like. Damn, this is tough. Maybe like a Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey is a good guess, but it's incorrect. The correct answer, so we don't drag this out any longer, is Trae Young and Paolo Banchero.
Wow, you got 11 wins on Trae Young in like 2 weeks.
Listen, he played last season. Remember, we have all the way from January
this is from
for 2025.
Okay.
So we have all of that sample size. A few games this year, a few games last year. Trae Young and Paolo Banchero are my 2 number 1. Saquon Barkley's at number 5, though. Shout out Saquon, Shea, and Giannis are the numbers there. All right, betting on a lot of superstars, making money on a lot of superstars. That's why they're stars. And we're going to also take the Bucs minus 4.5 in this one. The Atlanta Falcons are 4-8, 33% against the spread in their last 12 games on the road. Atlanta's just not a good road team. They haven't been for the past 2 years. They haven't been good at all this year. That streak has been horrific this year, especially. So I like them to take about the Bucs at home. I think the Bucs have a little bit more juice, especially if Mike comes back. I don't believe what the Falcons are really doing is going to lead to much success with Kirk. The defense is shaky. Even the pass rush is shaky, even though they drafted the 2 guys. I get it. I don't know. I'm leaning Bucks in this one. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, if I had to take a side, it would be the Bucks as well. I also have a prop on the Bucks side of things, which is
Okay.
Baker Mayfield over 15.5 rushing yards. I was a little scared initially because of the shoulder injury, but like he's been running over the last 2 weeks. It's kind of one of those things. It's like whenever they need to win, he'll be scrambling the ball. And luckily for us, Atlanta allows the highest scramble rate to opposing quarterbacks, and 5 of the last 7 quarterbacks have hit this line against them, including Tyrod Taylor, who's pretty old at this point of his career and ran for 44 yards just a week ago. So, or 2 weeks ago. So I really like that play for Baker to be running the ball here.
No, yeah, I mean, I like Baker to scoot a lot. He's been scooching a lot, averaging 22 yards per game with multiple games, obviously over the 35-yard mark. So he should be scooching in this one, especially if the 2 young speedsters get back there. You know, if Jalen and Pierce can get back there, that'd be nice for them to scoot him out of the pocket a little bit. But total of this game is 44.5. I'm leaning the over in this one. They've hit the Bucks games have hit in 8 of the last 12 games versus bottom 10 defenses, which the Falcons are ranked 7th right now. So I like the Bucks to score a lot of points in this one. I understand they're a little bit banged up, but I think if Mike Evans is back, especially, this team can put up a lot of points. Again, like you said last year, these 2 games were movies when we watched them on prime time. So hopefully we get the same thing here. I'm taking the over of 44.5 as well. But we do have the fun stuff. The first touchdown scores every single Thursday we take one. We've been taking big white tight ends, hasn't been paying off recently. And I don't know if we have a direct route to go this time. I kind of want to switch it up. I'm kind of feeling a little switch up here. You can tell me if this is crazy, but I kind of want to go Tyler Algier for plus 1,000.
That's fair.
10-1 odds. I know I took the Bijan anytime. So you're probably like, why are you taking Tyler Algier to first? Because one of these motherfuckers is going to score. I think both of them are. They always do, and they always vouch for one. And whenever I think one's going to score, the other one always scores. So this is a way where I can limit the damage because second chances on BetMGM is a thing. So again, if you're on BetMGM and you place this bet, you get a second chance guarantee if they score second. So let's say they drive down the field, Bijan scores the first touchdown, Tyler Algier scores a second touchdown, you get your money back, which is super nice. So I feel like betting on both of them to score would be kind of the safer pick here, and taking Tyler Algier first touchdown is the direction I want to go.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Like you said, could be one of the Atlanta running backs. Like if anyone on Atlanta scored, it's probably going to be one of them. And also last week, I know we forgot to mention this. We didn't hit the first touchdown score, but we mentioned Isaac Tesla and Ryan Flournoy, and they both scored. So if you took him as a touchdown scorer all throughout the game, you made a lot of money there. But with my touchdown pick for this week, I'm going a little chalk, but I think Mike Evans has a good shot of getting in the end zone coming back. Plus 738, I feel like is pretty good odds for him. I could see them being like, this guy's been out all year, he's had a rough season, let's just throw him a fade in the red zone.
That's his spot.
Yeah, get him going early. Also, too, Cade Otton didn't practice today, so maybe a sneaky Payne Durham if you want like longer odds. But besides that, those are 2 I like.
Notice that. I don't know how to feel about that because it's just I feel like he could easily pull the no practice on Tuesday, goes through walkthrough on Wednesday, and then ends up playing. Yeah. So I didn't want to like put my anything into that yet, but again, I do agree with you. If you want some funsies, 66-1 for Payne Durham. Not a bad shout. Shout out Devin Culp too. Devin Culp, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at this point of the year, like injury reports just aren't even real. They're like, all right, the offense. Like,
well, dude, Lamar is out 3 days of practice a week. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. But we're gonna go Mike Evans for plus 900, Tyler Algier for plus 1,000. So make sure to lock those in. Let us know in the comments down below what your Picket wrap looked like, because I'm always intrigued to hear what people bet on or not. And then also let me know what you're betting on for this game. Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Also, the function down below. Peace out.